Super zombie power.
Hello, Zomrads! Happy Monday! Nice. This was a very eventful weekend, wasn't it? There was a new, exciting, mind-screwing Moffat episode of Doctor Who on Saturday night, and I stayed up all night working on my finals for no reason at all. And, oh yeah, something about Osama being dead. Whatever. But since I'm sure everyone else in your sub box is presently talking about that, I'm not going to, because my mind is entirely occupied by Doctor Who and final exams. There's nothing else in there. There's no more space. It's full. It's crammed. Ugh. Oh yeah, and there's a little bit of coming project releases too on this channel. Yeah. But really, man, that Doctor Who, Stephen Moffat, what are you doing? Have you ever stayed up all night working on a project or something, and then you like go to take a nap, and then the nap turns into like 6 hours of sleep, and so you wake up at 2 o'clock in the afternoon? That was very specific, wasn't it? Because that's what happened to me. And then, while I was sleeping, I ended up dreaming that Matt Smith came to my house, and we were hanging out, and he was being really clumsy and silly, and I was speaking to him in a really awful fake English accent. I think Matt Smith and I would get along very well because he's really clumsy and so am I. So we would just be, you know, chatting and laughing and goofing off and then running into walls together and apologizing to each other and then spilling things on each other and then laughing about that while we run into more walls. That's what would happen. I feel like if you put the two of us together, there would be a lot of broken limbs before the day was out. Doctor Who fans, Whovians, as it were, what would you guys like to see in your ideal doctor? I'm curious because I'm writing something and I'm doing a little bit of research and I'm asking people, what would you like to see? You know, what kind of qualities in older doctors would you really like that you'd like to see? I'm getting a lot of, you know, out there kind of nut job is the wrong word. You know what I mean, like the spastic sort of crazy guy, like the Tom Baker, David Tennant style, Matt Smith as well, yeah, and I was playing with the idea of making the Doctor a ginger, finally, giving him the chance to be a ginger. Wouldn't that be nice to see him so happy? Right? Right? I think I'm gonna make him a ginger. I don't know. Parallel universes, Daleks, Cybermen, Slovene? No. Pah! I'm doing so many things that are not my finals. Jesus. I feel like, don't you ever get that feeling when you got all this inspiration to work on your own things when you have other things to do, and then when you finish those other things, you don't really want to work on your own stuff anymore? You've lost the motivation. Because the procrastination factor really boosts your creativity, doesn't it? It makes you want to do everything possible that you want to do except the thing that you have to do. It's magnificent. It's great and awful at the same time. Yeah. So I'm gonna go work on my finals and try to stop thinking about Doctor Who just for a couple hours so I can do that. So I'm gonna go. See you on Wednesday when I will be off on summer vacation finally. Peace out. And I'll be doing it to death and I'll move a little foul jig. I better call a ref and everybody know my style and jiggers know that I'm the best. And when I come to doing this, then I'll be banging on my chest and I'm banging in the east and I'm banging in the west. And I come to give you more and I will never give you less. You will hear it in the street, you're gonna hear it in the press. Do you really wanna know what's next? Oh, look at me now. Look at me now. I'm getting paper, look at me now, look at me now, yeah, yeah, yeah. Fresh, no, what?